I usually have these dreams in the middle of the night when I sleep. It don't come to me obviously, but when it comes to me, it's always special. About some days past, I had a dream, and of course, when it comes to me, it's always something spiritual. In these dreams, I always have a certain message that is always being delivered to me through dreams. And the Lord Jesus have appeared to me several times in my dreams. And he always have a message for me. Sometimes it's too personal. It's too personal. You can just tell it to people. It is just for you. And most of people couldn't believe that. I remember the last time he took me out of church and he told me some of the things. Because if you tell people that, they will say that the Lord Jesus Christ couldn't take you out of the church. But you see, I believe that because the way I know him, that's how he came. And in this gold color, I don't have to make someone believe that. So, but the most important thing I wanted to tell you is that tonight, yesterday tonight, in the middle of the night, 20th, on February 2014, I had this dream. I was in the middle of the big house, a certain big house. Then I found myself in a floor. Then my hand was like this. And then I tried to unhold them like this. It could. But a certain knowledge came to me that just flap your hands like this, and then start to fly like a bird. Because I remember that in the last time, the Bible said that people will be raptured and people will fly out like birds. So I flapped my wings like this, and then I started doing like this. Then suddenly, I found myself flying. I went through the door. I went out. And suddenly, as I went out, I found a lot of people. And some of the people I know them, some of the faces, some of the people I didn't know. There were many people, but black. Many people. And then they saw me flying. There was they were so amazed, so surprised about that event. And everybody was wondering, but I wasn't wondering, I was just enjoying to fly. You see? Just flying. I kept on flying, kept on flying. That was like a certain pool. And then suddenly I started to see the water coming out of the floor of the earth. It was just like springs. And then the plants was turning to green. And I saw some of the mountains. It was just like a picture of the world in front of me. Just like, I saw the mountains with some of the green grasses. But it was flooding. And everybody was scared about that. And they started to remember that the Bible said that in the last day, people will fly high because the Lord Jesus will take his church away before all this bad moment that is about to happen to the earth. And then I wanted to see what would happen on the earth and what would happen to these people. So suddenly the place was flooding too high. The water was increasingly coming at high speed from the ground of the earth. So suddenly I was pulled out. So everybody was in chaos, screaming, running here and there. So I was pulled out by a certain pool. I found myself in the brighter cloud, in the blue sky. I was seeing the sky was blue and I was in this brighter cloud. It was just like enlightened. I was pulled. I was feeling a pull pulled up high, up high. So, and it was this light within that cloud. It was marvelous. It was wondrous. I don't know how I can explain this, but it was a wondrous cloud. It was a very bright and a very beautiful cloud ever. Like some of the pictures that some of the people usually draw how they just depict how the rapture will happen. You see this picture, they show something like a pyramid, and in the middle of it, it shows a clear blue sky, and you can just find it. You can just Google just Google it and see how it happens. Like, but it was so brighter. So suddenly I found myself above the cloud, and then when I saw that, at the center of the cloud, it was this. A cloud was bubbling like a boiled water, but it was in reddish. It was in reddish, just like a high charcoal fire burning. It was burning, and suddenly I heard the voice saying, and I quote the voice: "The Lord Jesus, who was killed on earth, have arrived." That's how the voice said. And then it was silent. I turned up my eyes. On my left hand, I saw something like a bench, and someone was sitting on the bench, turning his head to me like this. But I didn't see the face, I didn't see anything. I didn't see the face, and then after that, I came out of the dream. So, people, is it that the Lord Jesus have arrived on earth? I don't know that. That's how I dreamt in the dream. If it was just illusion, if it was just a dream, I don't know about that. But that's how I dreamt, and I felt that I should talk about this, and I should let people know about it. So, in a previous, I had a dream seeing this bottle sealed, and within that bottle, it was like there was things inside. It was packed bottle, and I saw dogs, like those dogs used by FBI, surrounding that bottle. And a voice told me about things that I don't exactly remember, but it was talking about New World Order and the church, the way they couldn't live together. The New World Order and the church, how they couldn't live together. And then I came out of the dream. And today, I have the same dream. It's amazing. It's amazing. And most of dreams I dream, which appears to me like that, because these dreams appear to me like a vision. They don't appear to me. It's just like a trance type of dreaming. It's like I'm watching these things. So personally, I was involved in this dream, which I'm talking about, that I've dreamt this night. So people, is it that the Lord Jesus have already returned on earth? If that's true, then that means that even the Antichrist is already on earth. I mean, the devil is already on earth. Because when Jesus was on earth, the son of perdition was on earth. So that means that we have two powers now existing. The devil and God are on earth. And then what does that mean? The time is no more. If that's true, the time is no more. And if you can just have this time to think about your life, and maybe, I don't know, but maybe He can do something for you. You can just take a little prayer and ask God to remember you. Maybe He can. I don't know about that. But people, I'm just a normal person. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. But I do my own business. I live my own life. I'm not this kind of a person who always go to church, always. But I remember when a year passed, I converted to a believer. And after that, the Lord Jesus appeared to me in the dreams. He took me out of the church. And He told me some of the things that I had to do. And I did them. And they were successful, and they're still successful. So I don't know about that, but and one day in the morning I was sleeping, He appeared to me on a cloud. It was in the morning, just in the morning time. I can't explain much, but that's what I can say. This is the it is, and I don't know, but I pray for you people that you think about your life and ask God to remember you. Ask the Lord Jesus to remember you. God bless you. Thank you for watching.